You know, the more I advance in the self-improvement journey, the more I realize that it's always been about self-improvement. Now, what do I mean by this? You may be thinking, what are you talking about? Of course it was about self-improvement, what are you talking about? Idiot. But no, let me get into it. Think of the two words, self-improvement. Self-improvement, you're improving yourself, which means that you're focusing on the inner, not the outer. You know, there's a quote that perfectly describes my way of thinking. James Allen talked about something similar. Success does not make a man successful. A successful man creates success. So how do you become a man that creates success? Because now that I say this, it sounds kind of logical. It's a logical answer, like, how can you create success without being a successful person? Like, of course, like, shouldn't I have known this all along? Like, it makes sense, right? But when you think about who you are as a person, you probably heard through other YouTube videos, you know that you attract that which you are. You don't attract people that you don't really resonate with. If you're a drug addict, you're going to hang around drug addicts. If you're an alcoholic, you're going to hang around other alcoholics. If you're a business-minded person, you're going to hang around with other business-minded people. You attract that which you are. Now, if you attract that which you are, if you attract the type of people that you are, then you also attract the type of circumstances that you are. Let me put this simple. Men do not attract that which they want, but that which they are. James Allen. From the book, As Man Thinketh, So Is He. If you're not a master of self, if you're not a master of habit, you're not a master of reality. How do you become a master of reality? You become a master of mind. You know, in my Discord, I've talked about the fact that you shouldn't use either motivation or discipline as your fuel. You shouldn't use just motivation, and you shouldn't just use just discipline. I've talked about how you can use any given circumstance to your advantage to win. That's how you become a master of mind. You don't become a master through, I'm just going to just discipline. I mean, unless you want a miserable life, you want a life full of discipline, you might as well go work a 9 to 5, because for the rest of your life, you're going to need discipline. For the rest of your life, you're going to need discipline if you slave yourself in a 9 to 5. If you put yourself in chains and you just slave away in a 9 to 5, that's discipline. That's discipline, bro. You don't want to wake up to go to work. Discipline. You don't want to work that job. You want to become rich. You don't want to be a slave. That's what you're going to do if you want to use discipline, right? That's not the type of life you want to attract, right? So you need to use any given circumstance. Now, I'm not saying that you shouldn't use discipline. I'm not saying that you shouldn't use motivation. You should use both. You should use your current emotion. You should use your current mind state. You should use your current circumstance as motivation. If you're truly a man of purpose, if you're truly a man of ambition, you're gonna want to level up in every single metric. You're not gonna just wanna level up in money and that's it, 'cause you're just gonna be a millionaire dork. You're gonna be one of them crypto guys who just made a couple million and they just sit at home and sip lean like Aiden Ross all day, bro. You know what I mean? Fuck no, that's loud, bro. Use both pain and pleasure as motivation. Why not? Why not? Why can't you use motivation? Why can't you use motivation? Everyone says, oh yeah, motivation won't get you to your goal. But what if it will? What if you use both discipline and motivation? Sure, you're not going to feel like it most days. Sure, you're not going to feel like it. But if you master mind control and you master self-reflection and you realize what you need to become, and it becomes logical, it becomes mathematical that doing this action will lead me to success. Suddenly you become motivated. Because now you know that the action that you're taking is giving you some type of progress. Some type of level up. Because when you only focus on discipline, the mathematical equation in your mind completely disappears. Like, when you do something out of discipline, you don't even know why you do it. The reason why it is discipline, the reason why it's so difficult when you're using discipline is because you don't know what this action will lead to. You don't really see the progress. When you become motivated, you see the mathematical equation in your mind. Okay, if I keep doing this, something will lead to it. If I put in the input, I'll get the output. It becomes logical, it becomes scientific. When you use a logical brain, if you master mind control, you can actually use motivation to your advantage. But it's a skill. It's a skill that we're all trying to master. You know, sure, use discipline. Why not? Use discipline when you need it. It's like a caffeine capsule. It's like, you know, you're feeling a little bit lethargic. You need a little bit of, you need like some stimulation. You need a kick to yourself, you know. So you drink a coffee or swallow a caffeine capsule, and you get straight to it. That's discipline. But motivation is like, you know what? I actually enjoy what I'm doing. Like, I don't need to stimulate my mind to convince myself to do some little bit of work. I actually enjoy this. You know what? I want to do this more.